Hello there. I bet you didn't expect to see another speedrun so soon after the last one. And no, don't lie, you out there who says that you did, it's not very becoming of you. Showing off my Dark Quartz and my Ring of Wind. I'm using Rockstar again, of course, as always, but I did take Spear Skul this time around. Mostly because he has both of the little spear dashy pokey attacks, and I like that quite a lot on Spear. Probably my favorite moveset on him. So let's start off by eliminating all of the trees in this area, grab the gold, and move into our item room. Obliterate the rest of these trees. Now, in my previous run, I got a pretty meh time, I will say so. That's how I would describe it, meh. Pick up the Carlane armor there. Obliterate these guys with the help of that barrel. Fantastic. But now, in this run, despite not starting with the optimal wind armor like I did last time, I started with arguably much worse items. Pick up the lava bottle. What is it? Embers. Bottled embers. Ha, I forgot its name for a moment. But despite the fact that I started with a less than optimal setup, you will see that I turn this around quite brilliantly by the end. Now, I'm in a wave room here, which is probably one of the worst rooms that you can run into during a speedrun. There is a very vertical, platformy type of level in Act 2 that is also straight up garbage. But the wave rooms, where you just have to fight off lots of enemies, is definitely a huge ball ache for speedrunners who are looking to get fantastic times. Unlike the opinion of people who like my usual videos, grab the bow in the shop, haha, beautiful. Unlike those people who think that the wave rooms are fantastic because I will set them to cool music with super sick edits and make them really fun. In a speedrun, they are not fun, they're awful. Just like the ninja that I'm fighting here in the first adventurer fight. The game seems to think that I quite enjoy fighting the ninja, but I don't. I hate the ninja, he's awful. Naruto is garbage, One Piece for Laifu, Pirates, life for me. I picked up Centaurus there, threw it at those soldiers, and killed them all straight away, which I wasn't expecting, as you could tell by me doing my outro electric slide towards them anyway. We have it again, throw it, everything is dead. Pick up the bandit's knife. I'm convinced that Centaurus is actually a very good quintessence indeed. It just happens to fall off because of bosses not being affected by bleeds, but also its damage does kind of drop off towards Act 2 and 3. The bandit's knife also would be a fantastic grab, seeing as how it gives extra movement and attack speed to Speed Skulls. Rockstar unfortunately does not benefit from the attack speed, but the movement speed is quite great, and holy crap on a stick, we have walked into the shop. Selling the bottled embers and getting Thieves Armor, this run is a go. Thieves Armor is probably the best attacking-based item that I can get for Rockstar. I am also selling off 3 items, a very bold move, to grab the Broken Mana Engine, which reduces my skill cooldown speed by 30% passively, and now I also have the Inscription that I drop the Manatech Gears, helping me to even further reduce my cooldown speed. Spear's attack right there was brilliant. Picking up that gloved item that shoots out arrows, is it? Or knives whenever I dash. I've honestly barely ever used that item, so I never took the time to learn its name. Coming up, I swap into Spear Skul to get ready for the Yggdrasil fight. The first thing I want to do is swap back into Rockstar. Is anybody else sick, by the way, of looking at Yggdrasil's smug face? I'm not. I happen to love trees. I treat them with the utmost of care and respect, which is why I'm going to play him a lovely song and shred all across his wooden face. Now, my cooldown on my rock band is still not available because of how amazing, how fast, and how blitzworthy I have raced through Act 1 with the help of Thieves Armor, Rockstar, and Spear. So I did not get to use it on Yggdrasil here, but that's fine because now I have it available for later instead. I like to use the cooldown of my band as kind of a way of knowing how fast I really am going. Now, moving into Act 2 here, we make quick work of that maid lady. We come up here and take on the next maid lady, with a little bit of help from Centaurus. Her bell attack right there did clip me. I hated that, and I wanted her to die beforehand. But it's okay, because as I've said in previous speedrun videos, Your health is a resource. It is something to be spent, because as you go through the run, you will get it back. As long as you are not dead, you're winning. That's the best way to think about it. I could be on 1 health and I'm still winning. No chance for the game to beat me. Picking up those thorny shoulder pads, which I hate. Going to come into the shop and grab the gold incense burner to try and make back some of the money that I've spent. I've been making a lot of purchases in the shop, while also making quite a few sales as well. Gotta make bank. Get that amazing money going. I do a dash here and shoot a knife straight into that gold pile, breaking it, giving me the gold while also not wasting time by racing over to grab it. You would think that I didn't plan that out, but I in fact did, and my amazed and surprised and shocked real-life reaction is not a contradiction to that. Shut up. Grab the gold, move into the next adventurer fight. It's the archer lady and the paladin boy. I swap into Rockstar a little bit late, but that's okay, because the band comes out, the shurikens fly, she's dead, he's holding on for dear life, but there are more shurikens on screen than in the entire run of Naruto. I'm going to grab the wind spirit there, I forget his name, Sylphid, right? Yes, it's Sylphid, and race my way into the next room. I do use the outro electric slide ability for mobility as well as to kill things. Drop an amp up top, take care of the guy upstairs. I do use my amps that way sometimes. Especially just coming off of the adventurer fight, there is no risk of accidentally summoning a band, and the cooldown of my amps will come back before the next fight quite easily. So I'm a bit more liberal with them at this point, especially with the Manatech items, and the Manatech engine in particular, reducing my cooldowns even further. Look at this obliteration. This room stands no chance. Rockstar is shredding, shurikening, and just in general being a really cool dude to this entire room. A bit of a slow go, killing that first orb throwing guy, but it's okay. We move into the next shop anyway and grab the ritual staff. My word, luck truly is amazing in this run. Going to obliterate this room. These shield guys, I swear, it doesn't matter if your electric slide moves through them and then fires back from the rear end, they will still block it. I don't understand how the outro skill for the Rockstar calculates the positioning behind it. Because sometimes it just doesn't like to... Oh my god, Grim Reaper! Here it goes, we have grabbed Grim Reaper. Sorry, I became a little bit animated there. But we have got Grim Reaper. He has Sentence and the Fire on the Ground attack, which I haven't remembered its name, but it is also an amazing skill. Reaper has no bad skills. Reaper has nothing bad about him in general. But Sentence most definitely is probably one of the 2 best skills you can get for a speedrun Reaper build. The other, of course, being Harvest, just because it hits the entire goddamn screen and is amazing. I love it, never nerf it. Moving into this next room, a Sentence. Half the screen is already dead. The Will-O-Wisps that the Reaper summons also make quick work of other things, light a fire under these guys' bums. Everything is dead. You would think that I'm still going to swap into Rockstar a little bit, and while that is true, I am going to clear most rooms just with the Reaper. The Will-O-Wisps helping out is just too good. Moving into the Leana Sisters fight, the banquet hall. Doors open, big mustachioed man that would make Robotnik feel a little bit giddy comes strolling out. The ladies approach, remove their capes, confusing me because I can no longer identify who is who, and the fight begins. I start in Rockstar Skull, pardon me, and then proceed to move into Reaper. I did this because I want to use Reaper's swap-in fire on the ground and stack it with his other fire attack, and just everything he does in general. It's amazing. I'll stay in Reaper and bully this girl for a bit, swapping into Rockstar periodically. The band is available, and I have used the band a fraction of a moment too soon. I did want to save it for Phase 2 proper, but of course I wasn't looking at my Rockstar meter. We call that neglect, otherwise known as having a good time, and most of the rock band was wasted during the transition into Phase 2. It's a feels bad and a half, and I don't know if I will recover emotionally having seen it again on replay. Nevertheless, she goes down, dead, obliterated, turned to dust, probably a fate worse than the first sister, who's just lying rather limp on the ground. Big man runs away, we open up the chest, grab the health, and Hunter's Boots get sold because no, trash item, don't want. Leave and progress into Act 3. I also use Sentence, much like Rockstar's outro, as a mobility tool to get around the screen just that little bit quicker. With the shurikens coming out, the Will-O-Wisp orbs, and Reapers, just in general, amazing power display. This act has no chance. Coming into this room, it's a summon room where the purple golem guys can come out. However, obliteration is their only fate. This entire screen is in deep, deep trouble. I move back and realize that I have, oh no, forgotten about new enemies spawning in behind me. There are quite a few rooms in Act 3 where these little dog-like minion enemies will spawn after you've already cleared the area and you think, okay, we're moving linearly, let's go, let's go. But no, haha, surprise, turn around, fool. Some have spawned behind you, wasting precious seconds of your time. This is another such room. Keep an eye out for my stupidity. You can see on the far left of the little mini-map, there is a red enemy over to the side that I have completely forgotten about. He spawns in after you've killed some of those enemies. And here I am looking like an idiot. I have to run back and go take care of him. You see how quickly he died? It makes me upset. But anyway, coming into the next part of this phase, this act, we have another set of summoners. They have no chance because Reaper is godlike. Down goes the ogre, down goes the large tree, and down goes the rest of this room. I open up the chest and we have infinite bone. Another godlike item on this run. Simply godlike. It's sheer brilliance. There's nothing else you can say about it. Because now, in addition to the broken mana engine and mana tech in general, all of my skills have a, I think 30% chance, is it? To simply reset their cooldown instantaneously, meaning the spam is going to get real. Shit will be hitting the fan in a very serious way. This room is fun, just because I can neglect the guy upstairs, he's already dead. My Will-O-Wisps will take care of it, all I have to do is obliterate the ground floor. After my previous stuff up, I remembered to stay and hang back and take care of the minions that spawn after the first enemies die. I open up the chest and oh sweet lord, my heart is a flutter. I picked up the Sylphid Wings, probably the #1 best item that you can get for a speedrun. It enables me triple jumping and an 80% movement speed increase while I am airborne. We are on fire. I am feeling exhilarated in this adventurer fight, which is going a little bit slower than I would have liked because the band is not coming out this time around. You can see some amazing sentence spam there with the help of infinite bone. 2 adventurers are down. This lady is proving to be quite annoying. Broke her cast quite quickly though. That's the power of Reaper. Please die, lady, dear sweet god. I move over here and we have Raven's Monarch Feather. I think I have almost all of the legendary items in the game. I think Dark Spirit Shade is the only one left that I don't have. Let me know if there are some that I've missed. This room stands no chance either, as everything is becoming mincemeat in the wake of Reaper, his giant go-away scythe, and his just grandiose power. I dropped that fire away from this alchemist guy, otherwise he would have died. Bit of a mistake right there, but it's okay. Reaper will help compensate for it with his just in general broken power. Really showing off the power of Sylphid Wings there. Nice triple jump through the air, dashing, using Sentence to get some more ground. Up here we have, oh, see that snatch? That incredible quick snatch right there. Shadow Knights. We have replaced our Quintessence. You may have missed it. You might want to go back and watch. It was a frame-perfect Shadow Knights grab. This room is getting absolutely wasted. Will-O-Wisps all over the screen. Shurikens everywhere. There's fire. There's just a lot of purple. A lot of purple. It wasn't intended that my logo and everything related to my channel be so heavily themed around purple. But Skul is a very purple game. In fact, if I was to use one word to describe this game, it would probably be mauve. Yes, that would be the word that I would use to describe this game. Skullpile is ninja, but no, I'm not going to bother with that. It remains to be seen whether or not it is more effective to replace the Rockstar in Act 3, or keep him simply for his band benefits in the Chimera fight. But Old habits die hard, old dogs learn weird tricks, and I'm not going to go ahead and get rid of Rockstar at this point in the run. I'm going to stick with what I know and what I love and understand, and that is Rockstar. And here we go, in absolutely no time, we have made it all the way to Chimera. I haven't taken a breath yet in this entire commentary track. It's amazing. I start in Rockstar, and it's here that I realize, what? Oh my word. My rock band is nowhere near coming off of cooldown, despite the fact that it should be at least 3/4 of the way cooled down by now. But no, it's not. And I'm not sure if there's a bug at play. Maybe someone could give me some insight as to what is happening. So instead, I default to plan B, which is just to spam the ever-loving Christ out of all of my abilities and swap back and forth, getting plenty of benefit from Raven's Feather, and just in general, spamming skills. We do have Ritual Staff and many other items that enable for powerful skill spam, so let's spam those skills, get lots of power out there. Summon Shadow Knights. Look at all these shurikens. This is a spam summon frenzy. I'm not worried about getting hit. I'm standing up and close into his face. I have another whole life left. I didn't even lose my first. I'm barely below half health. Godlike. There's Reaper taking all the credit, as he should. He is a master of disaster. The king of slay. Greatest bay. My head has been taken, and here we go. The moment you've all been waiting for. The congratulatory screen, 15 minutes and 56 seconds, staying underneath the 16-minute mark. It is unfortunate that there were quite a few mistakes in that run, but regardless, it is a sub-16-minute run, and one that I am over the moon enthused about. I could not be happier with that display. But anyway, with all of that said and done, this has been me, Beelz, giving amazing post-commentary on my Lightning Speed Blitz 1556 Skul speedrun post-Inscription update. I hope you enjoyed the video. I loved the video. I'm watching it back right now and loving the hell out of it. I will see all of you guys next time. Have a good one.